Very good morning, guys. Today we are going to start the second unit. So already we have completed first unit, understanding of cloud computing. Second unit, we are going to study about basic fundamental of Azure. So that is getting started with Azure. So in this unit, we are going to touch upon Azure basics, Azure portal, preview portal, management portal, subscription management, billing, pricing calculator, Azure virtual machines, virtual machine basics, status, IP address, creating and configuring virtual machines, configuring VM disk, virtual machine management. So these are all the topic we are going to cover in the second unit. Now we will move on to particular topics. Very good afternoon, guys. Today we are going to talk about Azure portals. The Azure portals, the following mechanisms are available in the deployment automation. So first one is the functions, second one is the resource dependencies, third one is the template linking. Functions, you can use several functions in resource manager templates. These include operations such as converting a string to lowercase, deploying multiple instances of a defined resource, and dynamically returning the target resource group. Resource manager functions help build dynamic deployments. Resource dependencies, when you are deploying multiple resources, some resources will have a dependency on others. To facilitate deployment, you can use a dependency declaration so that dependent resources are deployed before the others. Third one is the template linking. From within a one resource manager template, you can link to another template. This allows deployment and decomposition into a set of targeted purpose specific templates. And you can build resource manager templates in any text editor. However, the Azure SDK for Visual Studio includes tooling to assist in the creation process. By using Visual Studio, you can add resources to the template through a wizard. You can then deploy and debug the template directly from the Visual Studio IDE for more information. Finally, you can convert existing resource groups into a reusable template from the Azure portal. This can be helpful if you want to create a deployable template of an existing resource group, or you just want to examine the underlying JSON. To export a resource group, select the automation script button from the resource group settings. And you can grant operational access to user accounts at a specified scope, subscription, resource group, or individual resource. This means you can deploy a set of resources into a resource group such as a virtual machine and all related resources, and grant permissions to a specific user or group. This approach limits access to only the resources that belong to the target resource group. You can also grant access to a single resource such as a virtual machine or a virtual network. To grant success, you assign a role to the user or user group. There are many predefined roles. You can also define your own custom roles. Warner, here are few example roles built into Azure. Warner, a user with this role can manage everything including access. Reader, a user with this role can read resources of all types except secrets but can't make changes. Virtual machine contributor, a user with this role can manage virtual machines but can't manage the virtual network to which they are connected or the storage account where the VHD file resides. SQLDB contributor, a user with this role can manage SQL databases but not their security related policies. SQL security manager, a user with this role can manage the security related policies of SQL servers and databases. And sixth one is storage account contributor. A user with this role can manage storage accounts but cannot manage access to the storage accounts. So Azure virtual machines is one of the central IaaS services in Azure. Azure VM virtual machine supports the deployment of Windows or Linux virtual machines in a Microsoft Azure data center. So with Azure virtual machines, you have total control over the VM configuration and are responsible for all software installation, configuration and maintenance. And use cases and the deployment of virtual machines portal. So we can apply use cases and the deployment of virtual machines and portal. And PowerShell and command line interfaces. PowerShell, deploying an Azure virtual machine by using PowerShell allows for complete deployment automation of all related virtual machine resources, including storage and networking. In addition to deploying Azure compute resources individually, you can use the Azure PowerShell module to deploy an Azure Resource Manager template. This provides automation to start the deployment action while retaining all benefits of modeling a deployment by using Resource Manager templates. And access and security for virtual machines. Accessing a virtual machine from the internet requires the associated network interface or load balance, if applicable, to be configured with the public IP address. The public IP address includes a DNS name that will resolve to the virtual machine or load balancer. You manage access to the virtual machine over the public IP address by using a network security group, NSG resource. An NSG acts like a firewall and allows or denies traffic access the network interface or subnet on a set of defined ports. For instance, to create a remote desktop session with an Azure VM, you need to configure the NSG to allow inbound traffic as part. Finally, as with the management of any computer system, you should provide security for an Azure virtual operating system by using security credential and software firewall. And finally, we are going to discuss about Azure Storage. Azure Storage is a Microsoft managed service that provides durable, scalable and redundant storage. You can add an Azure Storage account as a resource to any resource group by using any resource deployment method. Azure includes 4 storage types: blob storage, file storage, table storage, and queue storage. When deploying a storage account, 2 account types are available: general purpose and blob storage. A general purpose storage account gives you access to all 4 storage types. Blob storage accounts are similar to general purpose accounts but contain specialized blobs that include hot and cold access tiers. Up to this discussion, if you have any query or any clarification or any doubt, you have to send the mail p.muthusami@galgotiauniversity.edu.in, or otherwise you have to make a call 97901 Thanks for listening. Thanks to all. So with this I conclude about topic. So thanks for listening. Thanks to all.